Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics, making another shave video, and I've got this one from last week, which was the Wade & Butcher, and I'll just do some testing with it. Basically I did it on the Nakayama Hon Sweeter. I did 12 laps with the slurry and then 12 laps just with water, and I did 5 laps with water and it wouldn't HHT, so then I did 7 more, and it's doing a HHT good enough, so we'll just use it for testing. Then I've got the William Ryals, which last week I honed it on the on my newer Maruka, and I finished with a really hard tomo, and actually I finished with water after the tomo. And I'm not sure that was a good idea because I don't know that stone that well. But so this week I just did this on the Izuku Karasu, and I finished with water, but you can use water with that one. So just let me know what's going on with that. And on top of that, because there's a good chance that both of those won't shave what I've done to them, I found this in amongst my stuff, in amongst finished razors, ones that are on the site. It's really windy outside, but this isn't on my site, unless it is and I can't find it. I mean, it's waxed up and it's been restored. The Carlton, Sana, and I've got I can't find photos of it or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on with it, but could have a little shave with this. It's one of those, it's a hollow, full hollow, but it's like heavy. It's quite a solid piece, and could be an amazing shave. It's got plastic scales or synthetic, but while I was rummaging around, because I was looking at my photos, and some of the photos don't do the razors justice, none of them do really. So pulled this one out because it's the greaves, because the photos are terrible, but the razor's actually quite nice, and it's got a bit of a bevel, gets a bit fatter down the end, but as I say, the pictures are awful. They make it look really bad, so I've got to redo the pictures. So I had it, pulled it out, and I've always wanted to shave with this, and I never have. Cast steel Warranted. So we're going to give that a go. And I got my Theta, and this week I use the Esbjerg. It's the Amber and Cardamom. And I just want to know if this is as lathers as well as the sensitive. This one still smells the same. It's pretty awful really, but it hasn't gone off. I think the other one, something's gone off in there. But give this a try. I just want to know if it is, if the sensitive one is the best, or it's my imagination. I'll just wet my face a little. I don't think you really have to work this. So it's kind of equal actually. That is thick. Yeah, this is as good as the sensitive. So I should use this more often really. We'll see if it dries out, but I don't think it will. It's really slick. And as I say, the fragrance is bearable. I'm not sure that smells like cardamom to me, but I think that'll do. Could really play with this lather actually, but we'll leave that there. Try the Wade and Butcher. See what's going on with the sweeter. Let's take a bit of alum. No. It's a little bit scratchy. But to tell you the truth, I was in a bit of a rush. I mean, I had to finish it up. So that's why I just did the extra laps on the water and just got on with it. But yeah. Alright, that'll be my test razor for a while anyway. And the William Ryals. I really hope this shaves well. Yeah, that's really good. That's what I wanted, and that's what I'd expect. I knew this razor was a good one. So let's say, I see what I should have done with this razor really is gone back to the Maruka and just used the same stones but no water finish. I knew that, that's what I should have done, but yeah, that's really good. I don't know if I should try the greaves now or just stay with this. Alright, let's go with the greaves. Because ideally the greaves it's been like that for a long time, it's ready to sell. But I'm really curious about the steel, cast steel. And you don't see many of these. I don't see many of these anywhere. These it says sheaf works on the scales, pressed horn. Let's see what this does. Yeah. I mean, it's fine, but it's not as good as the William Ryals. So what we'll do with this, I'm not sure how this was honed. Probably on the Nakayama. I'll re-hone this for next week for a test. But I mean, it's nice, but it's not giving me that super cast steel. And there's actually a little scratch, which I've just noticed. I don't know if you can see it. Near the toe. That's where I've hit the stones coming off the end. So I'll take that out. I'll take those scratches out, and I can feel them with my nail, so I'm going to have to probably disassemble it actually. So we'll do a number on that one, but I'll finish the shave. Do I want to try the Carlton? I mean, I'm more than happy just to shave with this. And I did also reworked the Rogers refined steel. Because it's just gone on my site and the pictures are really bad. I mean, you can see grind marks from you got the I've got all the lighting and high quality camera, and it just reflects the those grind marks, which you can't really see just with the naked eye. You can if you hold it in the light and stuff like that, but it's not good enough really. So I took that back to the grinder and just started with really fine grit belts. Don't have to do too much work, just trying to remove those grind marks, which I did. And I took it up to a mirror and then did a satin finish. So it's still on the site, but I've got to change all the photos. It does look much better now, but obviously I'm going to have to rehone it. And it's worth it, that one, because the steel is kind of like this stuff. It's the stuff you can't get anymore. And another one which I pulled out, and the pictures just make it look really bad, is that one, the Plum Worcester. That is actually a really, really nice razor, and I was kind of thinking I should just keep that for myself. It's really nice. What I will do with it, what I'm thinking of, don't know if I should rework razors or just try to sell them cheap, but I was thinking if I knocked a little bit off the heel, just to give it better aesthetics, and gave it a new finish, maybe a mirror, and I really want to shave with it. But I've got so much to do razor wise. The Plum Worcester is the photos of I've got to have new photos of that to show it off for what it is. Really nice stuff. This actually feels nice on the skin, this soap. Cream. Oh, let's go ATG. I was in the workshop today, and because last week I was telling you about some oxhorn scales, and I was making the wedge for those. Problem is that the scales and the wedge are looking so good, the razor's not really up to it. I think I just cut myself. The problem with the razor is that I think it's a bit smaller than a 6/8. And it's nothing special, but I've made the scales for that razor, so as I've said before, it's near impossible to get scales, to get a different razor in scales that have been made specifically for something, so I might just have to go with it. But the scales, what I've been doing with them is I've been brushing them every evening with warm oil, and I'm supposed to have been doing that for a few weeks, but I've just done it for 1 week, and now I need the oil to kind of, I don't know what it does, it soaks up, I need it to like evaporate out, which it has mostly, but it's going to take another week. And what that means is that to make horn scales now is going to take about 3 weeks longer. Normally I'd make them in 2 days. Over a 2 day period I'd make the scales, but now it's going to be like 2 days and 3 weeks near enough. But you know, it's about improving, and this is seriously going to improve the quality. And when I put the oil on the scales, they become instantly translucent, like really translucent. And now they're drying out, the colour's coming back. These scales are white, but they've got like green bits and red bits. But not like you've seen before. This is something different, because I'm using basically the outside of the scale to show. Whereas, I mean, normally it doesn't matter what side is showing out, because I would have sanded down, but I'm quite close to the top. And it's hard to explain without showing you, but hopefully next week and also they've it's like the oil is in the centre of the scale and the scales are bowing a little bit, because that's where the oil is. So I need that oil to get out, and it should level back out. But as I say, the razors, I don't think it's good enough for that, but it is what it is. Unless I find another razor to drop in there. But meanwhile I've made the wedge, and that's all curing, and the longer you leave that the better. So we'll see. I'll think about it during the week and see what I can do with it. But I was saying to someone today, I've said it to you guys before as well, you would assume that the more proficient you become at something, the quicker you can do it. But in this industry, I say industry, but to do with razors and scales, it seems to me the more I understand, the longer I take. So but this is a first class edge. See, I mean, it's like not a very pretty razor at all. It's got pitting, it's been bodged together, it doesn't look nice. This is one of the nicest feeling edges I've had in a long time. It does feel like that cast steel. This is what I thought the grooves would feel like, but I'm pretty sure the grooves will get there. I'll take it apart, work on it, and then we'll redo it. But yeah, that's amazing. I'll re-hone this now, but I've got quite a few razors to hone. try and do a couple tonight. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I really do like it. And yeah, there's no modern razor that could do that, that can give that edge. I'm using the German Street again, because that steel's gone. Those ingredients, they've been used up, taken out of the ground. All the stock of that steel is gone. So that's why these old razors are so special. If they didn't have special edges that could do super soft, then there'd be no point. I wouldn't be bothering doing all this, restoring them. But from back in the day, I remember one of my first restorations was a Wade and Butcher, a really old Wade and Butcher, and when I shaved with it, I couldn't believe it. And it's from then that I was obsessed with getting those kind of edges, finding that kind of steel. Right, that's it. I've had a good shave, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be super baby smooth. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.